It's the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Returning it, Carlos Henderson. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Left side here to Sanders. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First carry for Thomas Rawls. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Second and 10. Keenum here again. And he spots Henderson open left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a play fake here on first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Counter play. Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Now Keenum. And in Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in. And
McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
2nd and very short here, less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Elliott last year is so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the D looking like they may blitz. On 2nd down, Rawls. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Here's Austin. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. A first down throw for Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Cole Beasley was a really reliable short-range target for Dak Prescott as a rookie. I really think those guys help out young quarterbacks right in their sight lines, slot receivers, tight ends, and I think they had an excellent connection.
Easily setting career highs. Beasley, 75 catches, 800 yards, both best in his career. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Prescott from the gun. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Perry Riley coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who we finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, what a move. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you...
Bailey now to kick this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 90 catches, close to 1,100 yards last year for Thomas. For most guys, that'd be incredible. For Thomas, those numbers his lowest since 2011.
But he does have his old offensive coordinator back, so I'm sure he's expecting to get back to his former levels of play.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Keenum on 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now Austin. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Throwing. Prescott. It's complete to Brown, right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this one caught by Beasley. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And someone must have been in this hot sun a little too long. They've got the punt team out there. And just to clarify, it is not 4th down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
What stands to reason to give Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second place David Johnson.
Yeah, you can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
And he's got some space here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down, Prescott. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the second quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
So the Broncos coming out now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. First down, this is Rolls. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. To To throw on second down is Keenum. They set up the screen to Rawls. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Keenum throwing on second. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A second down throw for Prescott. This is caught by Hearns. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that.
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Over the middle, it's Thomas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll hand to Rawls. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They stay on the ground. Rawls again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Keenum going for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Airing it out for Hearns. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And incomplete here on 3rd down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Let's get out of there.
They start on the ground with Rawls. Powering his way forward. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Prescott now on 2nd down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go again with Rawls. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is Keenum on third down. Flushed out right. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demaryius Thomas. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So make it 3 field goals for him now, and this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Prescott on first down. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point. You just...
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now with Smith. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A Dallas first down. Prescott hooking up with Beasley. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Allen Hurns, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The busy afternoon continues for Rawls. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Von Miller. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Yeah, Sanders now to return. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And his throw here's incomplete. Carlos Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
On is the punter, King, to send it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the... the offense lining up 1st and 10. Prescott now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Prescott now from the 50. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't...
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline? Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw is Keenum. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 23 yards on the play. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Keenum to throw. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Now Keenum, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And out now come the Cowboys. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this one caught by Beasley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards for number 11. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
In motion left now is Beasley. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. Bailey now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On play action, it's Keenum. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So the D-line's going to spread out. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Sanders has it over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get in this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Keenum now to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Well, Prescott here to throw, and that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now Sanders.